gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you the 2024 round draft pick, rookie starting cornerback of the New York Giants, Mr. Darnay Holmes.
Appreciate y'all.
So good to have you seated here with us.
Man, y'all tricked me, man.
I'm so happy to be on the set right here with Mr. Derek Holmes, my childhood friend, and his son, the exhibitionist. He has clothes on now, but I remember him as a young boy. You know, he never wanted to be dressed, and he always wanted to be running around. Who knew he was going to be the starting cornerback for the New York Giants? How did that make you feel when you got that news?
It was a blessing. The night before, I was frustrated watching the draft and seeing other guys get picked before me. So my dad actually got me out of bed the next morning. I was sleeping in. He was like, "Man, get up. You know, you're gonna get a call pretty soon." So once I got out the shower, my phone was ringing, and they said we're going to New York City. So I'm like, let's run it.
New York City? Oh my goodness. And the reason why your dad was able to encourage you, because he was a 7th round pick and he felt what you felt. So it confirms that all things work, because you were able to encourage your son even though it felt driven, because like your dad said, I know I was supposed to be 1st or 2nd round. We knew you were going to be 1st or 2nd round. We're just grateful that you made it, you know, because you are a Pasadena native, like your dad, and you represent Pasadena very well. You're always a pleasant young man. I've only encountered you a few times as an adult, and Darnay had raised, and you are an awesome young man. You are truly the chosen one, and you represent the Holmes family well. We have listened to you on several different interviews, and you speak so highly of your family, but you're so humble. How do you maintain this sense of humility even in the midst of the stardom?
I would say just my family was at a point in time, we were right here and we lost it all, you know. So at the end of the day, knowing that everything in this life is temporary, you know, so enjoying it while it's here, and when it's gone, figure out what you got to do next, you know. So I feel like that's a big thing for me, is always figuring out what's next, but really just being in the moment, enjoying things, and understanding that it took work to get here, and also knowing that I'm in a system where I can get fired any day. You know, I'm under somebody else's jurisdiction, you know. Yeah. So they could tell me, get up, pack my things, you know. So I want to make sure I lay a good foundation when they do say something like that. God forbid they don't. I got something to fall back on. But just being at a point where we had everything, we lost everything, you know, going back on, learning from his mistakes, you know. So that's why I stay humble, you know, because at the end of the day, I had it all at a point in time. So,
yes, he did.
So what I got now is, it's a blessing, you know. I'm able to put people in position, I'm able to do certain things I want to do, but that's not what I'm all about, is the money, you know.
Yes. You have the love for the game.
Exactly.
And it shows. We hear that Deion Sanders endorses you almost everywhere he goes. How does that make you feel to have such a great player from the NFL that went on to become a Hall of Famer believe strongly in such a rookie player from Pasadena?
I feel like it really just shows when you put in work, certain doors open that you can't even think of. You know, when I went into the combine, my biggest thing was I was going to run this time, and I was going to give you the glitz and glamour. You know, but once I was able to go on the field and show off my skills and showcase my skills, God opened that door by having, you feel me, that stamp from Deion Sanders. You know, that opened so many different doors. You know, I was able to go to different places because of that stamp. You know, so pretty much just staying devoted to what you got to be devoted to, you know, sticking to your script, and you got to love what you're doing. If you're not loving what you're doing, that time is going to expire for you, you know. Yes. So really just understanding, like, live out your passion, you know, and don't do something because somebody else is making money off it. Right. They're doing it because they love it, you know. Don't just fall into some field because you get, you know, a big coin from it, but really just go into that field because when things get rough, you're going to fall back on that passion. You're not going to fall back on that check. You're going to fall back on that passion.
That's good.